A decade-old malware attack infrastructure has been utilized by the Russian cyberespionage organization Turla to deploy its own reconnaissance and backdoor tools to targets in Ukraine. Turla has been detected doing this. The servers were taken over by a variation of a common virus dubbed Andromeda, also known as Gomeru, according to Google-owned Mandiant, which is monitoring the operation under the uncategorized cluster identifier UNC 4210. This malware was posted to VirusTotal in 2013. In a report released last week, researchers from Mandiant stated that UNC 4210 re-registered at least 3 expired Andromeda Command and Control (C2) domains and started profiling victims to selectively distribute Copilot and Quiet Canary in September 2022. The elite nation-state group Turla, also known as Iron Hunter, Krypton, Eurobureaus, Venomous Bear, and Waterbug, primarily targets governmental, diplomatic, and military institutions using a wide variety of proprietary malware. The antagonistic group has been connected to a number of credential phishing and reconnaissance operations targeted at companies in Ukraine since the start of Russia's military intervention there in February 2022. To allegedly assist pro-Ukrainian hacktivists in launching distributed denial of service, DDoS, assaults against Russian websites, Turla allegedly developed a malicious Android app in July 2022, according to Google's Threat Analysis Group, TAG. The most recent finding from Mandiant demonstrates how Turla has been covertly appropriating prior infections as a malware distribution strategy, in addition to profiting on Andromeda's ability to propagate via infected USB keys. According to the threat intelligence company, USB distributing malware continues to be a popular vector to get first entry inside businesses. In the incident investigated by Mandiant, a malicious link, LNK, file disguising as a folder within the USB drive was launched after a compromised USB stick was allegedly inserted at an unnamed Ukrainian organization in December 2021, ultimately leading to the deployment of a legacy Andromeda artifact on the host. The threat actor then used one of the abandoned domains that had been a part of Andromeda's defunct C2 infrastructure to profile the victim by distributing the first stage Copilot dropper, a JavaScript-based network reconnaissance tool. This domain was re-registered in January 2022. The attack entered its ultimate stage 2 days later, on September 8, 2022, with the execution of a net-based implant known as Quiet Canary, also known as Tunis, which led to the exfiltration of files written after January 1, 2021. The tactics used by Turla are consistent with earlier accounts of the organization's extensive victim profiling initiatives that took place concurrently with the Russo-Ukrainian War, potentially assisting it in tailoring its follow-up exploitation efforts to harvest the information of interest to Russia. It's also one of the few times when a hacker group has been discovered preying on the victims of another malware operation while disguising its true intentions. These re-registered domains offer a concern since new threat actors might seize control and disseminate new malware to victims as older Andromeda malware continues to propagate through infected USB devices, according to the researchers. This innovative method of widely disseminated, financially driven malware claiming expired domains can lead to further hacks at a variety of organizations. Furthermore, defenders triaging a range of warnings may be more likely to miss older malware and infrastructure. American nuclear research labs are the target of CoalDriver. The discoveries also come as Reuters revealed that 3 nuclear research institutes in the United States were targeted in early 2022 by another state-sponsored threat organization from Russia known as CoalDriver, also known as Callisto or Cyborgium. To that purpose, the cyberattacks involved fabricating bogus login sites for the Lawrence Livermore, Argonne, and Brookhaven National Laboratories in an effort to dupe nuclear scientists into disclosing their credentials. The strategies are in line with known CoalDriver activity, which was recently exposed spoofing the login sites of NGOs, think tanks, and institutions of higher learning in the UK and the US as well as defense and intelligence consultancy firms.